Audience.
Welcome to Let's Spill It. In each episode of Let's Spill It, we sit at the table with leaders who did it messy, failed, brushed it off, and began their rise. It will be fun and sometimes uncomfortable. Isn't that what life is all about? Your terrific trio will guide you through these conversations with sass, sincerity, and a little bit of, what the heck just happened? Get ready for your roadmap to leadership, authenticity, and learning things you may have never dreamed you wanted to know. Together, we'll make the world a better place by collaboration and idea making. Join the Stream Team, Radesh, Julie Riga, and Julie Loken as we get ready to transform our thinking and yours. Let's spill it. Hey, Julie,
Hey there.
what's going on? Let's spill it. Resurrect it.
We love this, and we love sharing with you all our tips and tricks about how to elevate your business, your brand, your skill set, and take it to the next level. Because when we're doing things over and over and over again the same way, guess what happens? You do things over and over and over the same way. So, Julie Riga,
Right.
you're amazing. You're doing some amazing things. Everyone, if you have questions for Julie Riga, our TEDx speaker, she was trained at TEDx headquarters and she's spoken on so many stages. Blows my mind, girl. Blows my mind.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm happy to be here. Happy to be on Let's Spill It. I mean, we created Let's Spill It, what, about a year ago?
Yeah, we miss our third leg.
Our friend.
Yeah.
Yes. And a lot of things have happened since then. You have a new book coming out through Mediacasters, don't you?
No. I've had a book come out, but no new book. Oh, I have a new book.
Yes.
And I like to think of it as my book, but quite honestly, it is Admiral Gary E. Hall's book called Navigating Leadership. It's an amazing book, a testament to leadership, leadership rethought. It is a testament not only to his passion for the Navy, but also as the national security advisor to the president and most importantly, his family. So check out Navigating Leadership. You can pre-order it today on www.navigatingleadershipbook.com. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. It has changed my life. Gary E. Hall has changed the way I think about leadership and quite honestly has changed a lot of facets of my life, as I'm sure Julie's, because she's also really good friends with him.
Yes. And Gary was on my podcast this week. We talked about accountability and how important accountability was to moving the needle on your goals. And so it's great to have a goal, but you know that when someone else is with you and going on the journey with you, it is a lot more likely that you're going to succeed.
Right. Yeah. Well, we can't do this alone. That's why we're here together. Quite honestly, spilling the tea.
And that's about, it really is about changing the trajectory of your life.
And which will create an exponential bandwidth that you can't even imagine. Can't even imagine.
It's really excellent. It's really living a life of excellence. And
Yeah.
so, why are we here today, Julie? What are we doing on this live stream?
Because I think everybody needs to know right now, whether you are a professional, whether you're a mid-management, whether you're an executive, whether you are an entrepreneur, a creative, a podcaster, an author, you need to know how to speak. You need to know how to project yourself in a manner that can not only garner know, like, and trust, but it can also perhaps one day monetize your message and branding for whatever you do. You need to know how to speak. So many people do not know how to present themselves on stages and or in real life. And this is why I'm here with Julie Riga, because Julie Riga, if anything, her greatest strength is speaking.
Well, thank you for that. And I think it's a matter of us getting comfortable doing it over and over and over again to a point where it doesn't pain you to get on a live stream or a meeting where they're recording it. If you have to present to 3 people, to 10 people, to 500 people, that you can still be in the same headspace without getting off course. And what I mean by that is, I think the thing that throws us off the most is the way our body responds to that stress. And so once your body starts responding with stress and you start getting anxiety over doing something like this, you sort of lose focus and control. And the focus and control is super important, especially when you're getting on a stage, to be able to command the thought that you need to come out without saying too many times, saying right, right,
Right? I
right,
always say right.
saying the things that you shouldn't be saying, and potentially just pausing instead of filling the space with words that don't mean anything. And
Mhm.
part of that as well is understanding what your message is so that you are not over speaking. So I think about this a lot when we're on live streams or even on Clubhouse, is that you have a moment to speak. Let that moment that you're speaking be clear, concise, and fast. So, what you want to do is make sure that when you're on a live stream and Julie Loken starts changing the screens, that you can maneuver yourself in the moment, not to get flustered by that activity that's
Yeah,
happening.
you have to have that resilience when people there are always going to be things that go wrong.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh,
And it
wait.
can just be in your mind.
Yeah. And you know what's the worst part is technology.
Yes.
Technology can be a big moment of getting thrown off. So if your slide deck isn't working,
Mm,
like I was at a speaking engagement last week and we couldn't get the video to run. And
wow.
so we spent like 20 minutes until the girl comes over and says, "You think you want to plug that in?"
Wow.
And we're like, "Oh, it was that really, did that just happen?" Like we were just like, "Are we kidding?" Like this is like we've just spent the last 20 minutes getting stressed out a little bit, thinking like, "Oh my god, we're coming up with contingency plans on what to do with the video." And then this girl comes in and she's like, "Did you maybe want to plug that in?"
Wow.
And we're like, "Yeah, maybe that's what we should have done. We should have plugged it in." So that was the moment of time where I'm like, you know what? We cannot stress out. We need to just be calm, cool, collected. But
Mhm.
again, that calm, cool, collectedness comes only when you've done this a lot.
Right.
And the more you say yes to things as a public speaker, the better you're going to get. So my recommendation is get on podcasts, get on stages, get present at a meeting. If somebody asks you to get on Clubhouse and speak, speak, get on
What is
stage.
Clubhouse? Just
So, great question. Thank you for asking that. Clubhouse is an app that we've been very active on. And so, it is a platform where you can go and learn from thought leaders and
mhm,
have conversations about work, life, love, music,
mhm.
anything you can think of, food. They have food conversations. So, anything that you could possibly think of, they're
A
talking
lot of
about.
business too, right?
Business. Yeah, you can learn things on Clubhouse. There's coaches on Clubhouse. So all the different kinds of ways to connect with people are happening there.
I always like to say it's networking on steroids. So
Yeah.
networking on steroids, real time, real connections. And that's exactly how I met this girl right here, Julie Riga.
Who would have known?
Who would have known?
Who would have known?
Can't quit each other. What is your secret to getting on stages and monetizing? If you can sum that up in one sentence.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's about being prepared. So if you want to get on stages, you have to do the preparation. You
Mhm.
have to get your speaker reels ready, your one sheets ready, your website ready, and have a message, have some sort of keynote, have some sort of workshop, and be able to promote that on those different platforms. And then reach out to different kinds of organizations that hire speakers.
What is your what has been your biggest victory and where do you see your speaking career going?
So my biggest victory and the biggest thing I've done so far to date is the TEDx. And so that was an amazing opportunity to get coached at TED headquarters and to be featured at the Novartis TEDx. And I think that that really helped me get to the next place in my speaking career. It also opened up opportunities for me to coach other people that are getting on TEDx stages. So I've done several different interventions of people and in coaching sessions with people that are getting on stages. So really helping them tailor their message, understanding what to do with the stage fright, understanding how they want their voice to project, what we want to do with the hands and how we want to create the movement on stage. And so all those things, you need a coach to help you work through it, because without a coach, you don't have somebody to really like bounce it off of. And you need to practice, practice, practice for that. And it really is a 6 month to a year preparation
Wow.
for that.
It's you're running a marathon, not a sprint. And I think that's how you have to do it in your professional life, in your business life. There is no such thing as a quick fix. And I think everybody is disillusioned by social media, thinking that, oh, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, blah, 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 and I should become Insta famous. It's not going to happen. It's through hard work, having those anchors, and also someone like Julie Riga in your life.
I mean, it's really it's a journey. The whole mantra of stay on course is that life is a journey. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to get beat up in some ways. And we need to normalize that. I think that's part of the issue here, is that we maybe haven't prepared our children. We haven't prepared ourselves to understand, like, hey, it's not a straight journey. Like, maybe there are some people that just consistently climb the corporate ladder and they do really well with it, or they consistently have success in their business. But that's not the case for most people. Most people have bumps and bruises along the way. So, how do you bounce back from the adversity that you're facing so that you can get back to the moment in time where you're focused on your purpose and you can get back to your presence?
I love that.
So that is like my new message that I'm teaching over and over again. It's like, how do we get back to the place where we can be purposeful,
Hmm.
also be present enough in the moment to actually see and hear what's going on? Because what happens is if we have a break in the chain, or we have a break, in our head, or we're telling ourselves a story that doesn't serve us,
Hmm.
it's very hard to get back to our presence and our purpose,
Hmm.
because we're spinning and spinning.
And that is all intermingled. It is all a part of the tapestry that is speaking and public speaking and being able to execute your message, your purpose with precision. And that's why we need to know more about Julie Riga. Julie, this has been amazing. I know you're teaching this course. The link is below if you haven't already seen it across the banner. If you want to join her speaker training course where you're going to learn lessons from TEDx, from a TEDx ingenue, a TEDx leader, and that is Julie Riga. So get to know Julie Riga, and yeah, let's spill it. Let's
Let's
spill it,
do
girl.
it. Thank you so much, Julie. This has been amazing. I
Let's do
hope
it
you
again.
all join us May 6th. Welcome to Let's Spill It. In each episode of Let's Spill It, we sit at the table with leaders who did it messy, failed, brushed it off, and began their rise. It will be fun and sometimes uncomfortable. Isn't that what life is all about? Your terrific trio will guide you through these conversations with sass, sincerity, and a little bit of, what the heck just happened? Get ready for your roadmap to leadership, authenticity, and learning things you may have never dreamed you wanted to know. Together, we'll make the world a better place by collaboration and idea making. Join the Stream Team, Radesh, Julie Riga, and Julie Loken, as we get ready to transform our thinking and yours. Let's spill it!